Hey guys, welcome back to part 8 for Wizard of War. I figured out the green and white stripe wire down in the bottom of the cabinet, so we'll get that hooked up. I forgot that Arcade Jason has one of these. I messaged him earlier, he took a couple pictures, and then he showed me where the white and green stripe wire goes. And what I did was, let me show you here, let me get it opened up, and I'll show you what I screwed up on. It'll be a real easy fix. Get this opened up, move the camera down. And on some of my past videos, my camera's been acting a little funny, like it would turn sideways and then have like cloudy screen on each side. That's because I was tilting the camera down too far, and it was actually rotating the screen, so it was kind of cutting off part of my video. So what I screwed up on was, let me get this out of the way here. The green and white stripe wire that goes into this plug, I have it going directly into the transformer. What I need to do is take this green and white wire, go over to the fuse holder, then from the fuse holder into the transformer. So I have another green and white stripe wire here that we'll use. So we can get that soldered on, and that will fix the last wire that I've been trying to figure out in my head. And it just dawned on me when he sent it to me, and then he was holding a picture of this, and I was like, yep, I know what I did. I ran it to there when it needed to go through the fuse holder. So at least it's a simple fix. We just need to unsolder a wire and add this one, unsolder a couple wires actually. And then we're going to come through here, over this way, over to there. So we'll cut this down a little bit so it's not real long. So we need to unsolder the two wires going to this fuse, take this one off of there. Solder gun should be heated up here in a second. I also went out in the shop and I grabbed two of these. These cover the micro switch. So I can put these on real quick. And just go like that. Just gotta take these other screws out. Obviously you can't see what I'm doing over here, but I will, once we get these couple last wires done and a ground strap and stuff, we can go ahead and spin the cabinet around and start routing the wires inside the cabinet. Inside the back of the cabinet, that is. Okay, that one's on. So now, hopefully this is warm. We can unsolder this off of here. Okay. Some of these games are a little tricky to figure out the wiring, especially when somebody has completely torn it apart and swapped it to a different game and you're trying to play the guessing game on where stuff goes. So now we got that out. Now I need to solder it onto the side of the fuse holder. Try to get the old wire off. There we go. Get the new one soldered on. Okay, take the old wire off of this side. I'm going to add a little bit more solder to this first one. course, now I can't get it back on. It's going to be a pain in the butt now. Okay, now I'm going to take this wire and we will put it on the other side and then over to the transformer, and then we are done with that. Okay, I want to try to run this through the wire loom so I don't have to re-zip tie it. Beautiful. Now I just need to solder it up here, and that problem is fixed. Okay, that is done. So now everything should be properly hooked up down here. Everything looks right. Everything's good. So now I need to run a ground wire from here to the bracket of the circuit board, which is this one right here. So I need to grab another nut. Gonna run it underneath these other wires. I wish somebody sold these ground straps, because it'd be nice to have some more. I'm always missing some. But I mean, they might, I just don't know who does it. Okay, that's grounded. So we are done there. Now I think I could probably put this shelf back in, and we can start running these wires up the backside. So I'm just gonna, for now, I'm just gonna lay these in here. We'll get this slid back in. I'm just gonna go ahead and shut this, turn off my solder gun because I don't think I need it anymore right now. Of course, I shut the door on the other latch. Okay. So let me get this cabinet spun around, and we will start working on the back. So I'm going to get it spun around and get the back taken off. I think my light died over here. Battery must have not charged. Or I forgot to turn it on. One of the two. Yeah, the battery died. Let me go grab a light and spin this around real quick. Okay, let's get the back opened up here. Now I know that this wiring harness goes up this side here. These are our, oh, that already has one on there. For some reason, this cabinet has a white one, and the other cabinet had black ones. So, we're just gonna go ahead and put the black one on, so they both match, because I was missing one of the white ones. Now, here, I looked at outside, and the two blue wires go on the top, two brown ones go on the bottom. And hopefully I'm plugging these in right. If not, I just think it will not work. Spade connectors seem a little sloppy on here. Might have to crimp them down tighter. Just take some pliers and lightly smash them down a little bit. There we go. Hopefully these are in the right order. I might have to take this cover back off and switch them if they're not. Okay, that is done. I gotta put a loop right here, a loop right there. So let's start getting those out. I'm gonna use new screws on these ones because I just have a bunch of mismatched screws left, so I kind of want to make them all the same. This one needs a little bit of a bigger one, which is right here. This is for our monitor. So these wires, why is that not right there? This is the monitor. What are these for? Not quite sure what these are for yet. They go over to this board? No. I don't know what those are for yet. But these are monitor wires. And they get screwed to the back of this piece of wood with two loops. I'm just going to kind of group them both together for now because it kind of makes me wonder if, I don't know, it's a small wire. Maybe it goes over to the coin door. Would it reach? Yes, it would. I don't know on that one. Maybe it's for a coin counter. We'll just leave it loose for now. We'll figure it out afterwards. But I need to get a screw right here. And one more. Which, what I'm going to do with this one is I'm going to let this hang. Because I always like to test the monitors out of the cabinet. So we'll just stick that in there for now so we have it. Now I can continue to go up the side here, which the next hoop is up there. This is for my on-off switch, which is up there. I'll have to unscrew it so we can solder those two on. So we will have to hook the solder gun back up. These ones up there. Let those stay there for now. This is the marquee light, and then the ground for the marquee light, and these are the 3 ground wires for the 3 speakers up here. They just go to each screw. So we'll put those on afterwards here. Just let that kind of dangle there for now. Let me grab those serial tags and we'll staple those on real quick. They go on the side right there. I have them sitting right over here. So let's put these back on. This is an inspection record, and this is the Wizard of War upright serial tag. So we'll staple these back in. And this one goes right here. You can see by the holes from the stapler. And this one went right here. That's taken care of. Now we need to get the next wiring harness so that we can run it up to the speakers, which I have to figure out how this goes. What's this say? Logic power in, Logic P2. This must be Logic P1. So these are all going to the circuit board. This one must go to Logic power in. Not sure. That still has the original tag on it, the Wizard of War harness tag. This is audio amp is right here, so this goes on here. Okay, these must have went to the power supply. No, this is control panel, and this is coin door, so they must go this way, which doesn't make sense because the way the coin door is, but must be how it was. We'll let that dangle for now so we can see this. I don't know what it goes to yet. What is Logic? What I'm looking for is I have this over here. This is the board that switches the RGB, which I don't even know if you guys can see where I'm pointing to here. This board right here is to change the signal for the monitor. As far as I know, that's what that does. And I'm starting to wonder if this other harness right here, what this one's for. I think this is speakers. Okay, speaker, left speaker, right speaker, center. Okay, so that goes up to here. Then it comes down and it plugs into here. These two plug in together. Colors match. Okay. So that goes up to the speakers. I need to find the plugs that plug into this, which means I'm gonna need a video out cable coming out of that. I think J1 is the output and J2 is the input. Not this one. It's this one. I think this is it. I don't understand what IB means. That's it. And then I'm gonna need one coming out of there. And this goes to Logic P2. So this all goes to the board. This must go to power supply right here. This goes into the adapter. Trying to figure this all out. Logic power in. 3 pins and then a keyway. Yeah, I'm a little lost here. This might be a bit of a challenge to figure all out. But let's hook up the speakers. Let's get those plugged in. Just gonna slowly work at this until we get it all figured out. You're not really gonna be able to see much going on up here, but I know that this is left speaker, so that would go on this side. And there's a wire soldered up there, so I think I'm gonna probably should just unsolder them and use these connectors. So this is left, this is center, this is right. Okay. Wonder if I can, there's not a lot of solder on them. Wonder if I can just cut those wires off and slide these connectors over top. So all I can do is try. If it doesn't work, I'll have to unsolder them. This is going to be a little nerve-wracking plugging in for the first time, because God, I hope I get everything in the right order. So we got our left here, and I got to figure out which one's negative and positive, which are all facing the same way. I think the left side's negative. Okay, they're actually fitting on there nice and tight. Good. This is my center. Okay. I'll have to double check negative and positive on the wiring diagram. Those are actually a real tight fit. He did say that he made this wire long for me because he wasn't sure the length of it, because these wires were missing in my harness when I bought it. So what I'm going to do is, I think I'm just going to coil it up right here, and we'll put a loop right there to hold it all. I don't have any fat ones left down here unless I get a black one, but let me see if one of these I can make fit. Let's put one right here first. Kind of get this going in the right way. I'm using all the original holes in the cabinet. Okay, that'll hold that. Fine like that. Okay, let's hook these ground wires up. Plug the marquee light in. There's the plugs right here for the marquee light, which this is wrong. I need this end right here. There we go. Now I need to loosen up one nut on each speaker so that I can get the ground wires on the speaker grounds. I think those are 11/32, which is that socket I had right over here. I think this is the size. Yep, that's it. Don't know if I can get my drill up there, but I'm going to try. I have to go get my angle attachment. I'll be right back. Okay. I was afraid that was going to happen. The stupid carriage bolts falling, which is going to mean I have to probably take the screen out. You know what? I can reach. I think I can reach. Got to kind of hold it with my hand on the other side. Okay, that's one. The reason why I'm putting them on the left side is because that's where they were at on the other cabinet. I don't know if every cabinet was that way or the factory just put them on whatever way they wanted to. Okay, one more. I have to reach around from the other way. This cabinet is so slim, it's not deep at all. The more and more I look at this cabinet, the more I like those black speckles that I put on the laminate. I think it looks really cool. I know the cabinet originally had them. Like I said, I don't think the speckles were as big, but I think it looks really cool. Guess it's just different from the normal you see, you know. Oh, by the way, I was looking at some of my videos earlier, and I can't believe that my arcade walkthrough video of the games I have in the basement, that hit over 10,000 views, which that surprises me. I can't believe that. Thanks guys for looking at my videos and leaving comments and giving me the thumbs up and stuff like that. I appreciate it. Makes me want to keep doing it, you know. So now we got that done. Let's put this in here. This is just gonna clamp these two wires in place. I need to get this switch down so that we can solder those two wires on the switch. So let me turn my solder gun back on. I'm gonna have to probably get a stool or something to set this solder gun on so that we can get these soldered. But yeah, 10,000 views on that's just incredible to me that that many people were interested in actually looking at it. I don't know what this green stuff is. It kind of looks like flux. I've never seen it before. But it's gooey, so I'm guessing it's flux because when I go to solder with the green stuff on there, it kind of like starts melting like flux would do. Got a stool right here. I'll set this solder gun up there. And hopefully we can reach over to these wires and get these soldered on. Let's take these old wires off of here. I'm not going to put any heat shrink tube on it. It'll be fine. I don't know if this is even warm yet. Probably not. Maybe. It's getting there. We are getting close, guys. We are definitely getting close. I'm unfortunately gonna have to find a video cable, and I don't know if it's just normal. I think it is. That's why that board's there, because it changes the signal from what I read. I think I read. So that might just be a regular video cable. Kind of looks like it is. I wonder if it's just a regular Midway one, like on Tapper and Tron and Journey and stuff like that. I might have another one of those laying around. I'm not sure. I'll have to look and see. Might have to make one. No idea. I definitely don't have one. I know if it is that type of harness, Golden Age Arcade sells them. But I'd rather not wait a couple weeks to get it. he'd ship it right out, but he's in Canada and it takes some time to get here. So I'm gonna look around and see. I know I had an extra one for Galaga at one point, but I think I used it for something else. But that doesn't mean I don't have another one laying around. Trying to clear the solder out of the hole so I can stick the wire into it, but maybe I can just get it hot and stick the wire through it really quickly, like that. And then we can solder that on. Maybe that'll hang there. Maybe we'll get lucky. If you guys are interested in seeing any certain kind of a video or anything, please let me know. You know, I'd be willing to do something. I'd like to do a couple arcade tours down at Geneva on the Lake this summer. Got to talk to the owner still. We can do that, but if you guys want to see anything in the basement or anything like that, I am going to be rearranging the basement pretty soon because I'm running out of room. I honestly need to do a little bit of take down a couple walls and get rid of a closet and stuff so I have more room to put some more games because I'm running out very quickly. I want to do that. I keep wanting to get to that Neo Geo, but I gotta get it out of the building still. Right now I currently have Popeye sitting in the front shop, so what I might do is just get that body worked and painted and get it in the basement. Maybe I'll just knock that one out real quick so I'm done with that one. And then I promise we'll get the Neo Geo going. I know there's a lot of Neo Geo fans out there, and I don't know. I've never really played with one, so I kind of want to do it. You know, something different for me. Can't get this wire to go through the hole. Trying not to burn myself. There we go. When I can, I like to put them through the hole and then solder them on because it just gives it a much better bite. Okay, beautiful. We are done with that. Let that cool off. Now I gotta put this back up there. Grab my couple screws I have. I think I dropped the screw. There it is. Okay, that's done. That's wired. Marquee is wired. Speakers are wired. Interlock switches are wired. Supposedly all the transformers are wired. Circuit board's not wired yet. I do not want to wire that until I test power and voltages and everything. I don't even want to think about plugging that board in. My control panel is not wired at all. I don't even have leaf switches on the two buttons yet. So I got to do that. And I don't know that I have a control panel wiring harness. I have to go look. Let me go look see if I have a control panel wiring harness and I thought I sent it to him, but maybe I didn't. Maybe I forgot to send that to him. So let me go see if I have that laying around. I think I do. And I need to see if I have a video wire for the video cable. Okay, I'm not seeing the wiring harness for the control panel. I'm going to get a hold of Ken and see if by chance he still has it. If not, I don't know where the heck I put it. So I need to find that, and I need to find a video cable. I also need to hook up power for the outlet. So I got to determine which wire is line and which wire is neutral. I'm thinking blue is probably line, and the brown and orange is probably neutral. Because what I want to do is, let me bring you in here. What I want to do is take, if that's the case, I have to look it up. I'm not going to just go guessing. But I want to take this wire here, and these two lugs that are screwed to the wood, we can attach to these two. Because we have a blue wire here, and we have a brown wire here. So one should be line and one should be neutral. And this doesn't really say right here. This just says load side, line side. So maybe we should hook them to here coming out of this filter. No. No, I can put them right here. And then I can use this plug here. We can get another plug end that plugs into here, and we can put... Okay, I want to start assembling Dig Dug. We did print the side art for that. So we have that. Joe Sabo is doing the screen bezel and the marquee for me. I messaged him the other day. He said about another week or two I should have those. I have all the parts painted for that, so we can really start to get that going together. I have the wiring harness and all that stuff. So we might jump over to that project while I'm waiting on stuff for this one. So, all right, guys, this is going to end part 8. If you like what you're seeing, please like and subscribe. Like I said, we're going to jump over to Dig Dug, and we'll probably just go ahead and do the body work on Popeye cabinet real quick so that I can get it out of the shop. There's no point in me taking it out of the front shop and putting it in the back to only bring it back to the front. I did find a Popeye tag that I'm going to put on the game. I'm going to keep the original Donkey Kong tag, and if I ever want to convert it back to a Donkey Kong, I can. Me personally, I don't really like the game that much, so we'll see. I mean, figure that out. So, all right, guys, thanks for watching. I will see you guys tomorrow.